I have just finished this experiment and I can say with confidence that it was one of the most difficult experiments I have ever done. If we gain 2000 likes, when I will shoot a new video in which I will train as some kind of media personality, a Hollywood star or some kind of athlete. Well, let's get started. Hello everyone, today is the 1st of June and from today a new experiment begins and I will train like Hannibal King for 1 month every day without rest. If you don't know who Hannibal is, then now I will tell you this. This is a street athlete who was popular 13 years ago when motivation videos began to appear on YouTube in which thought guys from the ghetto train in the street. Accordingly, I founded this training program in open access on the internet and now you see it on your screens. He did 4 exercises and he did them one after another in a circle. I will do this program every day. If you like this rubric, I will train like another star for 1 month according to their training programs. We will watch my progress and we will see how I changed and transformed. Now, in order to be as objective as possible, we have to look at how I look visually to see if this training program will change me in 1 month. In fact, this training program is quite difficult and a few days ago when I found this program, I decided to try perform these exercises and perform this program in a circle. And if you believe the sources that are in the internet, Hannibal performed this training program in just 45 minutes. Also, this is a lot of debate about this and they said it's unrealistic, but I will definitely not do it in 45 minutes, but I will try to achieve this. I will try to track the progress of how long this program takes at the beginning of the month and at the end of the month, because I believe that in any case endurance will improve in a month. Let's now look at my main parameters, how much my chest is in girth and accordingly together with the widest muscle. Let's see the total progress, how much my back wide as a whole and chest volume will increase. We will measure my volume of arms, forearms and just for the sake of interest my waist. Unfortunately, the legs are not training in any way in this training program and this is quite typical for workouts for street athletes since they don't train their legs so often, as this makes it difficult for them to progress in all their elements. But we don't touch on this and let's produce to the external visual viewing. Let's see how I look at the moment. Let's go. This is how my form looks from the front. I don't like posing at all and I feel awkward. That's how I look from the side. Well, that's how I look from the back. Now let's look at the measurements. Of course, it's very inconvenient to do it alone, but I will try to do it quite efficiently. The breast volume is 107, waist 73 centimeters. I still need to measure my shoulders. I haven't done it yet. Shoulders that much, I don't see. Left biceps 40.5 centimeters. The forearms almost 35 centimeters and the right one, if memory serves me correctly, after training with the worst expanders is also 35. And now let's measure my weight. My scales are inaccurate, so add 2 kilograms. The scales show 78. Let's round it up to 81 kilograms. If I gain in any case, the scales will show it. I just know that these scales are showing incorrectly. Now you know my anthropometric date and the end of this experiment we will find out whether the duration of the workout will change and whether I will gain weight or lose weight. I will tell you right away that I will not change anything in my diet. If you have questions about what I eat when in this video, I will show you what I will eat during in this month. But I will tell you right away that I don't follow the diet at all. I eat when it turns out that I get caught. The number of times a day is also not normalized. No way. I can eat twice a day, I can eat 5. That's it. And now let's start training. Push-ups are more difficult than pull-ups. Well friends, I just finished my workout. It took me almost an hour and 6 minutes and that's how I look on the pump. It's a little better than usually. It was difficult, but I thought this workout would take longer. but I think over time I will take it to a new level and it will be much better and easier for me. And we will see you on the 7th day and see how much my execution time will improve, whether it will improve at all. And I also share with you my feelings that I experienced during this time. See you on the 7th day. It's already the 7th day of my experiment as a training according to the Hannibal system. Let's first see my appearance has changed, whether it has changed at all, and then take measurements. That's how I look from the front. That's it from the side. And how I look from behind. I don't know about you, but for me, only the hairstyle has changed. Now let's take measurement. I made a little note for myself and we will start with the chest. The chest is now 78 centimeters, the waist is also unchanged. Shoulders 118 centimeters, the right arms is also 40 centimeters, the forearms are also almost 35 centimeters. Well, now the most interesting thing is how much I weigh now. The weight has not changed at all. Accordingly, I have not added anything this week. And now I'm doing outside and I will go to execute this program, and this probably the only thing that has changed since I began to execute it much faster. Well, for one, we measure how much I perform my first lap. And so the interval time was 1 minute 43 seconds. Now I will completely do all the laps and we will see how much faster I began to perform this training program. I just finished my final lap and it took me 47 minutes and 47 seconds in total. Taking into account the switching on and off the phone, as well as the time to get it out of my pocket, I completed the entire training program in about 47 minutes. In fact, at the very beginning, when I read that Hannibal completed this training program in 45 minutes, I found it hard to believe. But now I think that if by the 15th day I will consistently close the circle up to 45 minutes, then I will perform this training program with weights in order to make even more progress. Now we will see you on the 15th day of the experiment and we will see how much my weight, anthropometric data and visual component in general will change. Today is the 14th of June and it has rained now. That's what I'm most wary of them. I started this challenge, but I'm still doing to try to make a new record in time now, even though I'm going to train in the rain. Well, that's the time. I don't know it yet, but you already see it on your screens. I think I will go home. Everyone was interested to see my diet. So this is how my breakfast looks like. Here are 3 eggs, 2 sausages and some grated cheese. This is my first meal. I will show you the second meal a little later, if there is one at all day, because I have already told you I don't follow the diet. I drink tea with milk without sugar, but I also decided to eat here are parkour candies. This was a time when I was doing it. I was a parkour athlete. Hi friends, today is the 15th day I have been training under the Hannibal programs and let's see how I have changed. I say right away, today I haven't done this training program yet. I just woke up, so I look pretty drenched, like water in my organism. Я не знаю, не знаю, как это переводится. Ну, короче, вы поняли меня, да? That's how I look from the front. That's in front the side. Ну, вот так сзади. Now let's see how my anthropometric data has changed. My hands as whole remained unchanged. My forearms are also 35 centimeters. One hand and 19 centimeters became my shoulders, while the chest is 108.5 centimeters. My weight taking into account the error remained unchanged. Well, I will tell you, this is my 15th day of the experiment. I don't think there are any visual changes. The only things is that it has become easier for me to do this training program. Now we will see how much this program will take me in the number of all circles. I will try to do it even faster today than on the 7th day of the experiment. If my memory serves me right, I did it 47 minutes. Hannibal does it 45 minutes, but I don't think he did it for a record. Most likely it was at his usual pace, because when I completed this program in 47 minutes, I rested quite a lot between laps or circles, and in general I did not try to do it very quickly. And probably today I will not change anything yet, and tomorrow I will add additional weight and will already work with them in order to increase at least some muscle volumes, because as you could see, everything has actually stopped with me. Okay, let's start training and see how much I will perform this complex. Well friends, I just finished all the laps and I did it in 44 minutes and 48 seconds. Today is a pretty difficult workout because I tried to do it in the minimum time. Now we will see you on the 30th day of my experiment, compare all my data including weight, appearance, and I will try to go straight from the best time. Starting tomorrow, I will perform this program with the weight of plus 4 kilograms. Today is the 26th of June, the 76th day of the experiment. From the 15th day, as I promised you, I began to carry out a training program with additional weight, and this additional weight weighted only 4 to 6 kilograms. I filled water bottle. This were more than 5 liters, plus the weight of the backpack, and with the weight I carried out this training program until the 20th. The 20th was the last day I performed this workout with an additional weight of 5 to 6 kilograms, and from June 20th to the 26th I performed this program with an additional weight of 12 kilograms. Now I will show you how long it takes me to close a workout with the weight of 12 kilograms. This is quite a serious weight for such a circular workout, because this are as many as 12 sets. Perhaps on penultimate day I will try to do a workout with additional weight of 16 kilograms and show you how much time it will take me. Well, on the final Thursday of my experiment I will do this workout for a record time, as Hannibal did, just with his own weight. Well, now let's see how much I will do a workout with an additional weight of the 12 kilograms. Here I have 2 bottles of 5 liters filled with the excess.
Pando killed the beat.
Well, yes, it wasn't perfect repetitions, but I don't have a goal to set records with additional weights. Well, now we will see you on the 29th day of my experiment. As you remember, these are 2 bottles with the total weight of 12 kilograms. Accordingly, today I said that on the 29th day of the experiment I would increase the extra weight. I wanted to add another bottle, but it won't fit here, so I will take 2 weights of 2 kilograms each. And total weight here will about 15 kilograms. In order not to be unfounded, let me weigh my backpack. As you can see, the scales show 15 kilograms. Given their error, it weighed even a little more. Here I'm already on the spot. Now I will do a warm-up to work out with the weight, because the weight is quite serious. It was very difficult, plus 16 kilograms feel completely different. Well friends, I finished the complex and I did it 1 hour and 9 minutes. The screen will be attached now because I did not take the second phone. This phone had both a camera and a stopwatch. My second meal will consist of potatoes and 2 chops. Today is the 30th day of my experiment and it will finally end today, because I'm already pretty tired. And let's immediately see how my body has changed in 30 days of daily training according to the Hannibal program. That's how I look on the 30th day from the front, that is from the side, and just like from behind. And it's all cold, that is not on the pump. I just woke up and now let's see how much my shape has changed and whether it has changed at all in 30 training days in the centimeter equivalent. And so my left hand is still 40.5 centimeters, my right hand is also 40 centimeters, my shoulders, if I measure correctly, that's how many centimeters, my forearms are about 45 centimeters and my chest is 109 centimeters. The waist is 73 centimeters. The body weight fluctuates at 78 kilograms. Based on all these data, I had small change in this volume of my chest and shoulders, but my arms, forearms and waist remained unchanged. Also, it would seem that triceps and biceps were used in each of these exercises, and for some reason I thought that they would grow a little. Moreover, I have already used even additional weight and reached as some as 16 kilograms yesterday. And today we will see how much I will perform this Hannibal program with my own weight as originally intended, and I will try to do this whole complex in the shortest possible period of time. I will try to do it in 40 minutes. I hope it will work out. Let's go! It says here that my Samsung overheated in the sun and he refused to open the camera. Shit. Well friends, so I did the final approach according to the Hannibal program and it was the last day when I training this way. And I closed this complex in 35 minutes and 50 seconds, taking into according the fact that I pulled out and put the phone back in. Of course, it came out a little faster. This is how my circle looks like. Initially, I counted both the rest time and the work time, and here I stopped taking into account the circle separately and the rest separately, and this is my final time. Well, now we will see you at my house and I will sum up some results. My experiment has come to the end. This is how my shape looks on the pump right after training. As I told you at the beginning of this experiment, a little better than usual. It was one of the most difficult experiments I have ever done, and not because this was some kind of super heavy complex here, but because I'm not used to do circle training. But it was a pretty good introduction to this type of training. Now you have watched the cut of how I performed this program training. I originally wanted to shoot it all in a time lapse, but unfortunately my phone started to overheat because it's now plus 30 Celsius outside. Correction, not even plus 30 degrees Celsius, but even more, despite the fact that is in the shade. And to be honest, I didn't take into account the fact that such problems can happen with the phone. But nevertheless, I closed this complex in 35 minutes. Let's take into account exactly 35 minutes if we remove uncertainty movement. And to be honest, I'm surprising by my results because at this very beginning I did this complex in more than an hour. And at the beginning I was sure that in 45 minutes I would definitely not do this complex, but nothing is possible. And now I will briefly tell you about my well-being during these days. My shoulders are very heavily loaded here. here as they participate in this work in every moment, both in push-ups and pull-ups. My shoulders are starting to get worse because of this training program, and on the 15th day I felt a little pain, but after increasing the extra weight, the pain surprisingly went away. Despite the fact that I started exercising with the extra weight, I didn't change much, and all my anthropometric data that was at the beginning of the video was preserved until the end of the experiment. My weight and appearance have not changed. The only thing that has changed is the execution time of this workout from an hour of 6 minutes to 30 minutes, and this is an improvement of almost 2 times. If you want to try this workout, be sure to try it. It will improve your endurance very well and take your pull-ups and push-ups to a new level. Of course, you shouldn't do it every day like me, because this is an experiment and you don't need to do it every day like me. But if you want to do it like me, then take risk at your own risk. I advise you to do it such a maximum of 2 workouts a week. Well, if you like this video, thumbs up, 2000 likes, and I'm shooting a new video in which I will be engaged as some famous people, maybe as some famous athlete. Also, be sure to write your comments how much you did this complex for, and write your ideas according to those training programs I should do, which start you would like to see in my next video. And as always, subscribe to my channel, click to the bell. Well, as always, I wish you to be in a shape and develop confidently until the new meetings. The body weight fluctuates as 7. Что это значит вообще? Sorry, I'm so sorry, I don't know what does it mean. Fluctuates. Масса тела, когда длится на уровне 70, нифига себе.
The body weight fluctuates at 78 kilograms.
Fluctuates.